What up, girls? Here we are. It's April 3rd. Hold on. Here we are. It's April 3rd. Hey, man, I just dropped you off at the GED place. Obviously, you know what happened in the car. The doctor called, told me not to go to treatment. That there's been progression of my cancer. And we need to come up with another plan. He's going to call me at 2:15. Obviously, I'm devastated. Although I knew this was going to happen, this treatment lasted longer than it was supposed to. The silver lining is I can't take it anymore anyways. My knees hurts, my bones hurt so bad. Like my knees, I can't even sit in the car without my knees just hurting so bad. And my body's just starting to really break down and not be able to. This last treatment kicked my ass. And I feel really good today, and I felt good yesterday. As y'all can tell, because I was in a better mood. But try not to think the worst. It's not great. Maybe my fingernails will get normal again. It just sucks because I was in such a good mood this morning. We were listening to Tool in the car, and I was screaming Tool. Then all of a sudden the doctor calls and gives me bad news. I wish you wouldn't have been in the car for that. Because it takes me a little bit to process stuff, and I was really upset. I mean, just getting on here and talking to y'all, I feel better. It's your birthday weekend, where we're going to do fun stuff. I'm not going to let this ruin that. So I'm not even going to tell you about it right now. But I'm devastated. Don't really know what this means because I haven't seen a copy of my PET scan. I guess the doctor already got it, and I can't see it, and I asked him to email it to me. And they haven't. And I'm going to make the assumption that I think it's probably a new spot in my stomach because I've been having some acid reflux. Possibly a spot in my lungs, but I don't know about that because I think it's chemo related. I would have chemo, and then my chest would start spitting up a bunch of bloody mucus, and then I would recover, and then it would stop, and I would have a cough. Maybe it's just lymph nodes. Just fingers crossed it's not another organ. I don't really feel any pains except for some pains in my stomach. But I gotta sit here and wait until 2:15 and figure out what it is. So when the doctor calls me, probably gonna want me to do another clinical trial, which is in Denver, and getting all that started is an ordeal. So I got an appointment with the doctor in Denver at the college university, which is where they do a lot of clinical trials, which means they're trying to get new drugs FDA approved. So you're pretty much, they say you're not, but you're pretty much a guinea pig and doing tests on new drugs to see if they work. Which is not really something I want to do. But I don't know if my body could take a whole nother straight chemo right now. It's supposed to be the side effects are less for that. So I don't know if maybe we're going to try that for a couple months and see if there's any if it shrinks any. But running out of time here. So I don't know, there's so much to get done, man. Your mom left me with so much that I have to do on my own that now I have to do before I die. Like selling this house, make sure y'all are straight. There's just so much shit I have to do that your mom left me with. My business, am I going to have to close my business? I have employees that have worked there at my business. They say most businesses don't last more than 3 years. My business has been around over 10 years. It's my baby. It would just devastate me to have to close it because of my death. If y'all were just a little bit older, I don't know. I just don't know. I want y'all to be able to live your lives and be kids and be young adults without having to grow up too fast because of me. It's not what I want for you. So it is what it is on the business. But y'all are gonna have to grow up a little bit more faster than you should if you don't want to go back to Texas. Just all this stuff I think about every day. I always think about y'all and making sure y'all are gonna be okay. There's a lot of work that has to be done to this house. There's stuff that's got to be fixed. The housing market's not super great right now. Houses are sitting on the market for a month or two. We got to get the house in a condition where we can show it. We're going to have to sell a bunch of shit that we don't need, like the couch, the entertainment center. We're not there yet. At some point we will be. Unless God, please, some miracle happens. The hard part about this is I didn't do anything that caused it. And the doctor told me I had bad luck. And, it's a tough pill to swallow knowing that you have terminal cancer and you didn't do anything that caused it. There's nothing, like, it's just your destiny. And I don't understand it. But I will say that I've lived a great life. And, look behind me. All the places we've been. I mean, I know, we've just been and done a lot. I have so many good memories. And most of them, to be honest with you, are on fishing trips, but they aren't really memories of fish. It's other shit. I'm gonna think of Montana. All I can think about is you jumping off that dock into that water at Ackley, or you jumping in the lake at Horseshoe. I'm just watching you and the scenery. Like, I don't really remember a lot of fish memories, to be honest with you. It's always the laughter and the fun. And I know I get intense when I'm fishing, and I'm just like have to fish nonstop, looking for the one fish. Maybe I'll get that 50-incher this year. Maybe I'll get her. That's the goal, and then after that it's all downhill. But it's kind of cold and cloudy outside. We worked on your truck last night trying to do that radio, Ellie. I really wanted to do it yesterday because I felt good and I had my mind set. I was going to get the boat done and do the radio. Thought it would go faster. And I'm proud of what I did. I figured it out, but it was too dark for me to really see anything when it started getting late, and it got really cold. My feet started hurting. That's another thing with this chemo. I got out of the truck a while ago and my sandal came off and I stepped on the concrete and didn't even know because my foot was so numb. So it's getting to the point where I don't know if my body can really take it anymore for this one. It's just my neuropathy, my feet, my bones. The stuff with my nose is tolerable. I can deal with that. I've kind of got that down now with all the stuff that I'm using. But my body hurts so bad. And lately it's been like my bones and my joints, and there's not really anything I can do about that. My ankles and my knees. But just sit here and I'm supposed to go to work today, which I'll do, but wait until 2:15 to figure out what's going on. Hopefully nothing's went to my brain or my lungs, or I don't see that happening, but I always think the worst, and that's a bad thing. I hate that trait about myself. I always think the worst thing's gonna happen. It just doesn't even feel real sitting here and talking about it right now. But we're gonna have a good weekend, regardless. Go to Dave & Buster's. Ellie, you're gonna hang out with your friends. I'll try to make it as good as I can for you. We just want you to have a good time because I've been a little bit worried about you lately. In fact, as soon as I get done with this, I'm gonna call the doctor and schedule you an appointment. But we gotta figure out what's going on with your ribs and stuff. So, anyway, I'll report back here later. Love you girls. Proud of you.